Hi all, I am Daria, Marketing Manager here at N.Progression. Thank you all for joining us at this webinar. And today we'll be covering 2 apps designed for your Dynamics 365 finance and operations. Before we switch to the apps, let me remind who N.Progression is. N.Progression is a Microsoft partner with over 10 years experience in implementing, upgrading, and supporting Dynamics 365. Besides, we deliver apps for Dynamics 365 Business Central and Finance and Operations both, and all of the apps are available on Microsoft AppSource. Our speaker for today is Peter, a business architect and head of our Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations department. And here's what Peter is going to show you today: 2 solutions for Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations, key support team challenges and how they can be solved, and then, of course, solutions demo. And now that's it from my side, and I'll give the floor to Peter. Peter, you're muted.
Oops, sorry. Once again, hi everyone, and thanks Daria for the introduction. I'd like to kick things off with our AI support case management solution. This solution is really designed to make the whole support process smoother and more effective from the moment the ticket is created all the way through its resolution and update in the knowledge base. Now let's take a closer look at some of the most common challenges users face. First of all, creating a ticket. It's often a painful process. You have to switch to a separate service desk system, fill in endless fields, and type in the same repetitive data. That's frustrating for all users and usually lowers the quality and submitted cases. Then users often end up describing the same issues over and over again. Not only does this waste their time, but it also results in inconsistent or incomplete information. On top of that, jumping between systems constantly breaks the workflow. On average, this context switching it's up like 15 minutes per case and kills focus. And when users need to create screenshots and explain every single step, it can take them like half an hour or even more just to properly document the issue. That delays resolution and increases frustration. Another big one, tickets can easily get routed to the wrong support team member or sit unassigned for hours, sometimes even days. That's one of the biggest reasons SLAs are missed. And of course, during peak periods like reporting seasons or other high demand times, the support team gets overloaded. That slows everything down even more, and users end up unhappy with the response time and with all support team. So what do we do differently with AACM, with our AI solution? Instead of focusing users to jump between systems, they can now create an issue right where it happens with just one click. All the details are automatically attached, so no one wastes time filling in any fields. On top of that, we have an AI assistant, Copilot AI, that's constantly learning. It can recognize patterns in system logs, past cases and guides, and in many situations, resolve issues instantly. The more it works, the smarter it becomes, which means fewer repeated tickets. And of course, cases don't get lost anymore. The system routes them directly to the right consultant, cutting delays and boosting first contact resolution. So what does all this mean in practice? We are talking about cases being resolved much faster. The first thing, a big chunk of requests handled automatically by Copilot AI, and significant savings simply because the team spends less time on routine work. And of course, fewer SLA breaches, less repetition, and a support team that feels more productive and satisfied with their work. So with that, let's move on to a short demo. I will show you a couple of examples, how you can create solutions, how you can create cases, and how our solution actually works in real life. So let me stop sharing the presentation and share my screen. Okay. I will show my cases based on sales order. I've created it already. And my first example will be based on pick and slip generation process. Some problem during this process. So I'll just go and click generate pick and list. So I am not very experienced user, so I don't know how to do this process. I don't even notice any symbols here, so I just click OK, and I'm waiting for a good result. And of course, I will get an info log with an error in a few seconds. So there is an error here, no lines for posting or quantity equals 0. So I have no idea what that means. So I go to Options tab and click here, Create Case. So some information is already filled in, username, case ID, module, menu item, sales table details, even sales order number, so case category based on module. Here I can type some description. So priority, let it be urgent, of course. So those two checkboxes, Copilot and Assistance, and of course it should be yes, because I want the help from Copilot AI. And another one, use Infolog for Copilot. So my issue related to some Infolog, some message. So I would like to use it in my issue. So, and some notes for support team. Process. Okay, and this is it. Create a case. Few seconds, and I will transfer to the case. This case was created automatically. As you may see, the same information here. Case category, sales order number, responsible employee based on case category. Here I can see the info log from my issue, from my sales order. If I click here, I can open the same info log. And here is my question, something wrong during generation pick and slip process. And I will refresh page to find the Copilot answer. So it's less than 30 seconds. Some information about previous errors. I just didn't clear the info log before generating pick and list. So this is my error, no lines for posting or quantity equals 0. So, and there is information. I just need to change value from delivery now to all. And actually, this is the correct answer. If I will do it, then I can generate pick and slip without any problem. And I will show you one more case just to show how you can create case with another button without info log for this example, but with more details. For example, I have question about any field, let it be requested, I don't know, requested ship date. For example, I can click here and personalize this field. And here you can see the same button, create case. I will click it. Again, the one thing's different. Here is the field name because I open the new case form based on exact field. So what does this field form? Priority, let it be low, and I don't need to use infolog because there is no error. So date in it great. Again, the new case was created, employee responsible, automatically assigned based on case category, Copilot-assisted is on, use infolog is off. This is my question you can see here, and I think we need like 5 more seconds. Let me try to refresh the page. Here is the Copilot answer just 15 seconds after case was created. And here is a lot of information about requested ship date and even a few links to learn Microsoft.com portal with a lot of information there about this field. Okay, so this is it with the first solution with I support case management solution, and we can move on. Please open the second part of our presentation. I will make some comments, and of course, I will show you the next demo too. Let's just wait for a few seconds. Here it is. Okay. This solution, advanced database log. So it's did what it sounds. Originally, we didn't build it as a commercial product. It was created for our own implementation team, for our own project, because we know firsthand the kind of problems users and support specialists run into. And the truth is, Microsoft made the data structure very complex. Customers' master data alone can touch more than 20 related tables. Product depends on dozens of sources, and yet the standard database log hasn't really changed for years. It has the same architecture, the same structure, the same view as it was in IX 4.0. And add to that the human factor. Of course, people skip instructions, make mistakes, delete values or document lines, and even can change parameters, system parameters, I mean, or system user roles without realizing the consequences. And if support isn't experienced enough, these issues can turn critical very fast. That's why advanced database log exists, to catch these actions early, cut down risks and errors, and make life easier both for users and for internal support team. So how does advanced database log makes life easier compared to the standard database log? First of all, you see the full history of documents, all changes in a single form. You don't need to switch between lines and headers. you will see all document changes in a single form. Even delete lines are visible, which is something the standard logs simply doesn't show. We also replaced all system codes, I mean rec IDs, technical codes with clear user-friendly names. That means business users can actually read and understand what happened without relying on IT every time. And other important things, role changes. You can easily track when and how and who changed the user's permission. This is crucial for security and compliance. And also one more thing, notifications. You can set them up with flexible conditions and filters, more easier than the standard notification process. So with advanced database log, the impact is clear: fewer tickets overall, higher resolution efficiency, and more cases closed right on the first contact. This number translates directly into lower support costs and happy users. So now, again, let's jump into a quick demo. I will stop sharing the presentation and change the screen to the system. Again, the same example, just sales order. It's a great example to show a lot of things in the system because it's important and business critical. So regular sales order with just 3 lines. Imagine that a sales order can consist from hundreds lines. And let me change something, for example. I don't know, I will change quantity in a few lines. So if I need to see those changes in standard database log, I need to click exact on the line where I made the change. And if this sales order consists from hundreds lines, it's a difficult task to find the right one. So for example, here I should open database log, find the line with update, and if I updated this line several times, I need to choose the right one. Here in the history, I can find information about sales QTI. And if I will stay in another line, of course, I will not see those changes. So this change of another line. And the same tab, options. If I open advanced log form here, I will see information about both lines. Here, the sales order, the customer ID, customer name, item ID name, update, field label quantity. So this form contains information about the whole sales order. About header, here you can see the table label. So here's the information from sales order, here's the information from order line, and even information from inventory dimension. We will see it a little bit later. So everything in one form. So let me show you another example. For example, it will be dimensions. It will be storage dimension like warehouse. So I will change warehouse in the first line, and it will be financial dimension 2. Second, so in the second line, I will change item group from audio to, I don't know, let it be bicycle. Why not? It will be okay for my example. So again, I click on the line where I made the change. This is the first inconvenient thing. Open database log. Here I have to find the update line without any filters. I have just guessed. And now here is just field name default dimension. and two technical codes, two rec IDs. So I have no information about changes, what real happened. So nothing clear for me here, but actually I change financial dimension item group from audio to bicycle. If I open advanced log, then I will see exact information I expect to see, the dimension name and two-dimensional dimension values. The same thing with the dimension warehouse. Here it's from one warehouse to another warehouse. If I will click and open standard database log on the second line, so I will see where I change it here. Change it here. Yeah, in dim ID, just from one code to another code. And I even don't know that this dim ID was a warehouse. And this is not the only thing with the dimensions. For example, if I change address here, then it will be absolutely the same. Actually, if I open data lines, okay, I open database log, standard database log. So here I will see the name of delivery address, but actually just rec IDs for exact address. And on advanced log, I will see the whole address. So it works with a lot of fields in the system. And one more case I would like to show you, it's about insert and delete lines. For example, I'd like to delete, to remove this line. For sure. A few seconds. What a difficult process to delete a line. Oh. Okay, now it's just two lines. And of course, without exact line here, I cannot open any history about this line to see any changes. I even don't know about previous existence of this line. I see two lines, and I think that this sales order contained from two lines every in any time. So I don't know that it can be 3 lines or 4 lines, and I have no information about this. But if I open advanced log, then I can see that the line with this item ID was deleted, and this is not all advantage of this form. If I click this button, I will see the whole information of deleted line. Literally the whole information, all about this line, quantity, dimensions, everything. So if I need something, if I need to restore the line, it's very easy to do based on this information. I don't need to go to the system log, the whole system log journal, spend hours to find the line there, if it's even possible. I don't know, I'm not sure. When you use database log for many objects in the system, sometimes it's not even possible to open the whole system journal because you will wait hours without any result. But here you will see everything. And the same thing works to insert lines. So if I click this, not only delete lines will be shown, but also everything about insert lines too. And this is it from my side with the demo, this second solution. So we will wait a few seconds to the third part of our presentation. I think it will take a few seconds. And actually, this is it from my side. Now, Daria, I think the last part, all yours.
Yeah, thank you all again for joining this webinar. Now it's time for questions. I already see one question in the Q&A. We'll get back to it in a few seconds. In the meantime, if you have any other questions, please write it in the chat or in the Q&A section. But now, how to start with the solution? First, find an application on Microsoft AppSource. Then contact N.Progression to get help with installation and configure a trial. But when we receive your request, we're going to reach out to you anyways right after. And once the solution is installed, then free trial is activated, and then you can enjoy it because it's very easy to install. And we provide 1 month free trial. And some news, on December 21st, we are also going to have a demo of the upcoming release for Dynamics 365 release, and we will be sharing the invitations with you. If you're interested in any news or other solutions we have, please follow us on LinkedIn by scanning this QR code. And now, let's see if we have questions. So we have a question. Hello, everyone. First, thanks for the interesting webinar. Thank you for your review. Is it possible to use AL support with custom features and in a very personalized environment? Is it possible to develop AL support responses by developing algorithms?
First question, is it possible to use AI support with custom features in a very personalized environment? The answer will be yes. And I will tell you a secret, it will work even better than with standard functionality, because as you may be aware, Microsoft Learn portal is a huge portal with a lot of information, and it's much more difficult to find the right answer there. But if you have a custom feature and you have instruction or technical design for this feature, AI Copilot will use this document to spread its to wide its knowledge base and use exact your documents to answer the question, to help with the issues, to help with any problems. So you can upload any documents and share links to your internal portals, for example, and AI support case management. Copilot AI will use this information to help your users. So the next one, is it possible to develop AI support responses by developing algorithm? In some cases, I think yes, it can help with developing algorithms, but basically it wasn't developed to this issue. And again, it depends on information you will upload to it, because in Microsoft portal, it's not so portal for developers. Basically, it's a portal for consultants, for users. So you can upload some information for developers and Copilot will use it. But basically, it wasn't designed for that. Let's say so.
All right, please write in the chat if you received the answer. If any other questions come up, please also let us know in the chat or in the Q&A. when we share the materials with you, we're gonna attach these links to the apps. So you will be able to follow the direct link and then to install the application. Direct link to Microsoft AppSource. And if you remember any questions later, you can reach out to us or reach out to Peter directly on LinkedIn, and we will be happy to help you. Let's just wait a bit more. If there are no more questions, and I guess that's it for today. All right. I think then we'll be sharing materials with you soon. Let us know if you have any other questions on LinkedIn or by email. And thank you again for joining this webinar. Hope you all found something valuable. And we'll see you on our next events. Bye, everyone.
Thank you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.